Hi everyone. I want to talk about verbiage and what's used to explain certain things to get golfers where we want them to be. And this is very cool, and it just hit me. And it's my birthday, so I've been lounging around, coaching videos and just looking at YouTube stuff. And some of the comments came on there. I had one that says, "Hey, don't you teach the wrist to be extended at impact?" And I'm thinking, wow, okay, he's confused, and I'm going, I can see why. All right, so I want golfers to not do this, okay? That's the number one get rid of, gotta just get out of people's systems. And you may have to use the word throw at times to help a golfer feel that release right there, okay? You may have to use the words, hinge and unhinge. So golfers actually, when they get here, they don't keep holding on to that angle. They actually allow the club to get to the ball. That makes sense to you? Because a lot of times as a coach, I'm looking for a foot and you give me an inch. So I try to give you a mile of information to get that foot. And that's interesting how that plays out. But some of that verbiage can get confusing, and that is why golfers say golf instruction is so confusing, because it's all the different terms that are used. I try to keep them the same. So the release, which I've always wanted everybody to achieve, this feel where a club goes from here, there, over to there. That L to L is here. Club goes like that, boom. So L, boom, L. All right. And some people have to feel they do hinge a little bit more to get to that position. Some players do feel they have to throw a little bit more to get to this position right here. And those terms, like the swinging gait of this, if you can watch, the swinging gait is technically great impact conditions. So there we go. There we go. Now the throw is the same thing, because I'm teaching that rotation of the trail arm, and hopefully the lead arm catches up. And then the wrists unhinging is when a golfer is coming through and they're holding on, they need to allow those wrists to unhinge. So each person has to kind of diagnose what they're doing and showing them the actual 100% endpoint of going from, here whoosh, to there. That's the endpoint, okay? No, pretty darn good right there. If we can get over the front foot, even better. But there, we're happy. Okay, that is such a big deal. Now again, practicing it when you just feel that it's up here, and then again I'm feeling it over to there. I'm feeling that the club's going to that direction. So now I have a stone in my hands, or a rock, or a golf ball, and I'm throwing it at the target. That is the same exact thing. That's that line of compression, okay? So all these things blend together, and I love that question. I mean, this is from a long-time follower, and he says, "Hey, I thought this." And he says, "Am I confused, or am I frustrated, or am I misunderstanding?" Because no, you're not. It's just you're doing what I'm asking you to do, when the end goal is to actually go here to here, to here, and of course up. But face on, here. Oh, gotta get back to, there we go. Here, here, okay, not quite so much, right about there. And then just allow that L to stay the same. So if you, I mean, really, out of everything that I teach you, go to L, feel this position, and then just make a swing down to the ground and almost feel the identical position on the other side. That is what I'm looking for right there, because gravity is going to unhinge our wrists, all right? It's going to pull down, and that's one of the float drills Mike talks about, like going like this and hitting shots. It's because gravity, you'll feel like you're doing this, but you're getting down to here. And as far as path goes, this is something that we really need to focus on, okay? We have a good grip. We understand we're trying to achieve this position, and there's different terms used to help golfers that might be dragging the handle, that might have too much tension, that might not be delivering that club head. All that information is to get to a really good impact position, okay? Now, once we have that down, then it's all about path and what our club face is doing. So 1 is over here, 12, 11. Now, when I get in trouble, I swing to 12, okay, and start hitting it kind of off the toe. I have to go to that 1. I hope I don't hit a bad shot here. I have to go to that 1 feeling to hit that draw that I want to, okay? And it's a weird kind of mind messes with you up there, a little mind trick about path, because I have golfers that I've seen actually come in too far inside and they miss the golf ball. So then I actually have to have them swing out to 1 and they hit these nice, pretty little draws. And these are players that used to come over the top, and then we worked on getting them in here, and then bang, the release. And the Malaska move, which is interesting, is pretty much the same thing as this right here. He just has a different way of getting you there, okay? And same with Dan Alton. If you get in trouble while you're working on those, it's because you are actually probably turning the club face down, or you're hitting the golf ball like that, okay? So that's good information, but again, they need to teach you and show you we are trying to arrive to here with our path going to 12:30 or 1, all right? We want a takeaway that's somewhere in this area, okay? Hands come down over to 1. And this really is game-changing stuff. And when you really get your path down, you'll make just a phenomenal change in your impact. Just get that path down, just up 1, and you're going to go, wow, okay, I've got this. Or you go, backswing, and the downswing you might think 12. And then the other key component of this is to not move into the golf ball. The last piece, and this is all going to be on the website. So take away, we have the downswing that we actually create room where we push away and we swing to 1 o'clock, okay? So downswing, push away, 1 o'clock. And it's interesting how that works. And a push away is just a subtle movement going this direction so we don't move into the golf ball. Now, I've heard about upper core players who actually do move into the golf ball a little bit. So as long as you're still hitting the golf ball solid and you're not pushing away or clearing your hips as much, there's nothing wrong with that. Trying to think of that gentleman's name who teaches the upper core stuff. I forgot all of a sudden. But don't worry a ton if you're not hitting the dreaded S word and you're finding the center of the club face when you're swinging. So when you come down, it's almost kind of a push away, and I might hit a couple squirty ones because I'm not feeling so well, but here, there, okay? Do the same thing, push away and hit the golf ball, okay? Now, that is the end all be all for the full swing. That's it. You have to have your grip. You have to have your other fundamentals in line. You have to understand your takeaway. Now, all those terms talking about downswing and coming into impact can be very confusing. And John pointed it out to me, and I was going, okay, I got to talk about this. What a perfect moment. So if you have a question, ask. That's what we're here for. Because we could be coaching along, rolling, thinking, all right, we nailed it. And then someone's going to say, well, what does this mean? Well, I thought you did this. I thought you did that. And that is so important because as a coach, we want to make you better. That's our job, significantly better. And if you think you're doing that, or if you think you're doing this to do that, when in reality, I'm wanting you to get here with none of that going on, okay? Because I want you to stop dragging the handle, which most people do. I'm telling you, they get here and they don't even realize it. And the only way to hit the golf ball is to go like that. So to help them get the exercise, they eventually start doing this a little bit sooner, and then pretty soon they feel it to not do it, and they start coming into a very good impact position. And when it comes to shaft lean, everybody's going to be different, okay? You do not have to have a ton of it to be a good player. You just have to be neutral or 1 or 2 degrees. And that is generally dictated by how much your body rotates, okay? Now, Stan Utley talks about this, okay? I've talked about that in the past. Now, again, that might be a feel for Mr. Barkley because he was holding this and stuck and couldn't go. He actually had to feel that to let him swing the club. And that is very interesting that that was the terminology or the verb or the person that got him to hit the golf ball well, was to actually have him feel that fling back here, okay? And then the rotation to him is what dictates where the shaft is. So even if you're flinging, you're still rotating and getting shaft lean. My approach, it teaches golfers who might not be able to rotate or turn very well, and those terms I really don't like, still hit the golf ball very well. And also, if you can really use your body like a tour pro, this also works. So it's for everyone. I have students that are 88. That's my oldest one right now. And then I have 6-year-olds and everybody in between, okay? And they all are learning the same thing, which is so important. And when you join the website, you're going to get such an insight on it. Just L to L. So I hope you understand there's different terms to get golfers to different places. And that's why it's so important for YouTube or website members or whatever to send coaches their videos of their swings, because we have to see what's going on. You might be thinking one thing and I'm going to see something and go, wow, you don't need to do that because you've nailed this aspect. And that is the key to development. Remote lessons are huge. I can't believe the feedback I'm getting on that. They're like, man, this is complete game-changing stuff. And then when I talk about the L to L, you know, just getting set up and L, And being able to hit that shot, that is a shot that all of us should be able to hit when we go out and play golf. And you can do it slow, but again, rehearse that takeaway, rehearse that feeling. And this is something that we're going to get much more in depth in the golf school, okay, which is the Wasatch Academy on my website. But if a golfer cannot go from here to here, we're really going to struggle. We need to make sure that we have that down. So I hope this helps you. This was a great thing to see. Thank you, John. And you know what? It was like, oh my heck, I need to cover that. So again, out here on my birthday working, it's 1,000 degrees, and I hope this video helps you. So in the meantime, practice correctly, which we're going to talk about. It's 5 golf balls in each spot, and actually practice with try and hit this a path, a draw, or whatever. That's also going to be on the website. And get out there and play and have fun. But really master L to L swinging to 12:30 or 1 o'clock. Going to make just complete game-changing information.